Beck's best album ever. It's a really good one. Stereopathic Soul Manure. I think it was put out on, Flipside Records. Good record. I went and saw this concert when he was on tour with this album, and it was the lamest concert I ever been to in my life. It was like 12,000 yuppies and me, and Beck was being really, he's doing a lot of dancing, and when he did stop and play something meaningful, he had this like condescending tone, but I understood why, because he was singing "Pay No Mind" from Mellow Gold, and he was singing it to all these dumbass fucking yuppies that he knew didn't understand what the hell he was really about. Beck Mutations. This is whenever he started getting serious. He started getting good. And this right here, this 7-inch that came along with it, this is the best song Beck has ever written. Like, ever. And to my knowledge, it's never been released. It's called Diamond Bollock. It's fucking amazing. It's a great song. I'd play it for you, but then my video would go mute, Yeah. Back in the late 90s, this is Flaming Lips' debut album on vinyl. It's called Here It Is. This sucker is mint, too. I actually got to know Wayne, so he signed it for me. It says, big happy face from Mike, and big sunshine from Wayne, where he says, thanks for liking us. And I actually got to know Wayne pretty well during the late 90s. Me and a friend of mine started following them around like deadheads, because they were by far the greatest band in all the 90s. Like Pre-Stripping Ambulance, Hit to Death in the Future Head, Transmissions from Satellite Heart, Cloud Stays Metallic. All those albums are very important records. They were, but tragically, the same thing, Wayne was like this iconic figure to me, because he represented the common man doing, he was Oklahoma City, and so what we would do, we'd go to these shows, we just followed them all around the country, and we'd go to the shows, and we'd show up really early, and then we'd get to hang out with them that way, or we would just stay till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it would just be me and my friends and Wayne standing in this vacant parking lot having conversations about technology and music and looping and studios and experiments with radio. He did this one show in St. Louis where he handed out to everybody in the audience, he handed out these little AM/FM radios with headphones, and then they broadcasted the show live through the headphones, and it was just the fucking most coolest goddamn thing ever. There was no delay. It was all just like straight into your ears, and they had speakers so people that weren't wearing the headphones could hear it. But in the headphones, there's like this whole world of sound going on, and it's going left and right. Oh, it was fucking wicked. But yeah, the last time I saw Wayne was at Mardi Gras, and he was wearing it looked like something the MC at a carnival would wear, like this big ruffle suit, and he was with his girlfriend, and she was carrying like 3 dozen roses that someone had given him, and he was drunk, and he was acting like a total fucking douche. He, people are all standing around, sign this, and they're treating him like some kind of, celebrity. And that's what I admired about him most, was that he was the most anti-celebrity of them all. And then to see him, lavish in this, celebrity treatment, it was really disappointing. And that's when I lost my faith. But I still have my memories of the good days. Back when they were worth. This is Built to Spill, perfect from now on. This is by far their best album. This is when they peaked. It's a really phenomenal album. Everybody was starting to get into like jam band type stuff, and that's what was great about the Flaming Lips is that like they'd play the song and it'd be like a 3 or 4 minute long song, and then once they got to the end of the song, they would just break off into these huge waving jams that would just go on forever, and it was just the most amazing fucking, I mean, you can't even call it music. It was some kind of like spiritual thing. I mean, it was by far the most prevalent, innovative, brand new, extreme, experimental melodies that were being produced, and that's why we followed them around the country. And these guys sort of jumped on that bandwagon, but they did a really good job with this album. This is a very sweet album. It's very moving, and I'm proud to have it on vinyl. It's a really good one. It's a keeper.